Hey, what's up, guys? King here, bringing you my first week team builder and battle for Champions of Galar against Jack, one of the commissioners. I'm very excited for this league. It's going to be nice to come back into playing a Wi-Fi league. It's been a little bit since I did the NCP run, but not the same stakes as this tournament, so definitely excited. Maybe outside of like TBL, probably the most hyped league that I've been in, so very excited for this. Before we get into it, if you guys want to consider giving a like, I definitely appreciate it, and maybe even giving a sub. Definitely appreciate everyone's support that they've been giving me throughout these last couple weeks. So yeah, we can look at Jack's team, again, one of the commissioners. They're doing a good job running this. Their team consists of Mew, so we can just automatically lose right then and there. Like, Mew can do anything at probably at least like a B level, if not an A level. So it's pretty overpowering. I feel like if I can handle the Mew fine, then I'll probably win. If I don't handle the Mew fine, then I probably lose. So definitely important to keep that Mew in check. It could be setup, it could be hazard setting, it could be just like a bulky set, it could be a stall breaker, I suppose. My team is pretty bulky. Definitely a lot of annoying options from Mew. Volcarona, I guess overall his team otherwise, which you see below, not as threatening, I would imagine, as other teams that I face. Kind of hard to tell once I like deep dive into more of the future weeks, but definitely has some threats like the Mew. Volcarona can also just set up and like flat out win the game. I do have a Torn which outspeeds, which is nice, and I have Mienshao that outspeeds with Rock Slide or Stone Edge, so they're pluses, but outside of that, Volcarona just naturally outspeeds everything on my team that's not Scarfed, so that could be an issue. Urshifu Rapid Strike doesn't have to be my Hydragon, which is nice. Unless if it's Scarfed, then I'm not Scarfed. Or I run like a bulky Hydragon. But spoilers, I'm not. So Urshifu could be pretty good this game. I guess Torn takes hits pretty well, but if it's like Scarf Surging Strikes, then it probably dies to 2 hits, and I can't really switch into it. Though any Rocky Helmet in general is pretty nice for Urshifu. So like Quillfish is a pretty solid answer because it resists both stabs. Though Thunder Punch, it's pretty decent if he's like banded. Thunder Punch probably 2 KOs even with an Intimidate. Wheezing, pretty good in this game, especially if it's like neutralizing gas, so it takes away my regenerator cores. So that'll be annoying for sure, and it also is like a really good answer to Hydragon. I could run like Life Orb Earth Power or Flash Cannon to a KO, but I'm sure he's going to have something prepared for that. Maybe like a special defensive Wheezing. Ferrothorn, what's my fire type on this team? None. I don't have Magmar. So I do have decent fire coverage on the team, like Torn, Clef, Hydragon, Slowking, not Metagross, Mienshao has High Jump Kick, Girder with Fire Punch. So I have fire coverage on this team, especially with like 4 of the high-tiered good mons on my team. So we can have Ferrothorn fine, but it could definitely set up rocks or just be annoying with Gyro Balls, Thunder Waves. Lead Seeds, because I don't have a grass type. I do have Clefable that takes Lead Seeds, but obviously doesn't want to take a Gyro Ball or a Heavy Slam or something like that. And Golurk. I'm pretty confident in these 6 coming. Golurk, like banded, like I don't have a switch in. Maybe Girder, it may be like Hydragon, but they're not the best switch-ins. They're like pseudo switch-ins. Vanillix could be a substitute for Golurk if Jack wants a really strong wall breaker. So Vanillix can fit that role fine. I just feel like Golurk is more spammable. Like Vanillix has to kind of worry about like Special Defensive Aldino and Metagross and even like AV Slowking. There's a little bit more in the way of Vanillix like sweeping than Golurk. So we'll see there. Noivern, I doubt it comes, but it's faster than everything on my team, so it's valid. But just not that strong. It doesn't really break through Slowking or Clefable or Aldino or my bulkier mons like that. Even Torn. Torn can handle hits pretty fine, unless it's like Life Orb, and then if it's Life Orb, it's going to be killing itself a lot quicker. Electivire could be okay to handle the Torn. Like, it could be, like, if it's AV, bulky Electivire, like, that could be a fine answer for Torn, if he wants to go that route. I would kind of doubt it, but it could be a possibility. Greedent, and it's like his specialty mon, so I can't discount it. But I don't think the situation really arises to bring in unless he really wants like a bulky general pivot to Hydragon or something. And Absol, really don't think it comes. I do have a Clefable that can handle it, even like, I guess like Life Orb Iron Tail probably to a KOs, but he had to land 2 hits. and such, and I have a lot of ways to Revenge Collapsal, so I'm not terribly worried about that mon. So, yeah, the first Pokemon I have here in this game, I feel like Tornadus is really good this game. Clefable can take hits pretty well. Slowking is just a overall pretty nice pivot. Mienshao looks pretty good. The first Pokemon I put on was Tornadus. Nasty Plot, outspeed everything on the team, even with this little bit of speed. I can outspeed the max speed Mew, which is great. And I think Mew is probably going to run just about max speed to outspeed Hydragon and probably either have Dazzling Gleam or Play Rough or Draining Kiss to hit Hydragon. So I think it's going to be max speed. It could be Colbur Berry and bulky, but I'd imagine you probably want to run like max speed Mew. So it's not going to be as bulky or not, or it could be like max attack, max speed, and then not a lot of bulk. So that's good information now. I forced a Mew to probably run off a lot of speed EVs. But anyway, Nasty Plot, Taunt. This allowed speed, like if it's like a lead Mew set, I could taunt it, prevent it from getting spikes up. If Theraform leads, I prevent spikes or T-Wave or Stealth Rocks to get set up. I do get 2-hit KO'd by Gyro Ball, unfortunately. So I'd have to switch out after this, but at least I can taunt it initially. It might not want to stay in anyway because of Heat Wave. I wouldn't kill it a Heat Wave, especially if it's Chapel. I definitely don't kill, but I don't know if Thera would want to waste that this early on in the game. Golurk, if Golurk's rocks, then it's not as threatening to Hydragon. So like I'd be kind of okay with that exchange. Because rocks don't really hurt my team the worst, but it would be nice to prevent them. Hopefully I can Nasty Plot and sweep late game with Air Slash plus Heat Wave hitting the Ferrothorn. Don't really want to run Hurricane to have that chance to miss with the setup opportunities that I have. The special attack allows me to a 2-hit KO max HP Volcarona, which is kind of weird, but if I have like no special attack and it starts up setting up Quiver Dances, then it could be a little annoying. So that's fine. I don't 2-hit KO like max bulky Mew. I 2-hit KO if it's not max HP. I need a lot more special attack to 2-hit KO with Air Slash at +2, but I should be okay. As long as I get some chip damage on it before, I should be in fine shape to beat the Mew 101 with this. This will take almost any hit from the Mew. The only move it doesn't take on is Meteor Beam, if it's Meteor Beam Mew. But I would kind of doubt that set would come because I could just run Knockoff on Torn and then Mew stuck wasting one turn charging up for Meteor Beam. So that seems kind of iffy, and I'm pretty sure I would be fine banking on it not being Meteor Beam Mew. Mew could do anything, so it could be. But I would doubt it. So I have Spadef to live Life Orb Blizzard. That probably seems like the most common set. Especially if like Vanillix comes, and then the defense allows me to live Life Orb, Adamant Stone Edge from you. It's like just worst case scenarios, I can live any hit from you. If it's like Panded Stone Edge, whatever, sure. And then that little bit special attacks I said before was to a KO Volcarona. I can also just pivot in general with this, taunt, maybe even Nasty Plot early on in the game, and see where I go. But turn one, if Thera leads, I probably just taunt. And then if he goes for rocks or spikes or T-Wave or something, I'll go for Heat Wave afterwards, just to like guaranteed get chip damage on it or get rid of the Akaberry. So like another mon that has fire coverage can probably kill the Ferrothorn at that point. Next Pokemon I have is Galar Slowking. This will Future Sight, Fire, Blast, Sludge Bomb, Slack Off. So the Dark is Absol, and I think it's the least likely member to come this game. So Future Sight is a pretty free move. It's a base 120 special attack that hits 2 moves after being used. So Slowking can definitely force switches out and put the opponent in like a weird situation where they probably want to switch in Mew to take a Future Sight, because I guess Theraform could take it, but I have a lot of mons that have fire coverage on my team. And that would be it. Nothing else really wants to take a Future Sight. I guess Greedent, if it's like special defensive, could take Future Sight's fine. But I do have a lot of special attack on this set, so it's definitely going to hurt coming from base 120 special attack. So hopefully I've forced the opponent in weird situations, and I feel like I can get Future Sights off relatively free. Like if I get a free switch into Ferrothorn, I could easily Fire Blast and probably kill. Same with Noivern's not going to be able to do a whole lot. Wheezing can't do a whole lot to me. So there's 3 mons. If I can get a free switch in on those, I can go for Future Sight. Fire Blast obviously does a lot of damage, if not kills the Ferrothorn, depending on the spread. Sludge Bomb does decent damage to the the Wheezing if it chooses to stay in, and also gives me a chance to like poison a Mew if it's like a setup Mew or something. Slack off's the last move just in case if like the Wheezing really wants to stay on me and make sure I don't get my regenerator, that I can slack off the damage. AV would have been nice to maybe take 2 hits from Vanillix, because right now nothing on my team, spoilers, takes on Specs Vanillix. I just have to revenge kill it with a lot of things, which I think is fine. I'll be able to make it work, but would be annoying if Specs Vanillix came, especially if it's modest. But this set allows me to live. What does it allow me to live? Any enemy adamant Urshifu hit, so I can live Surging Strikes from Urshifu as long as it's not banded. I live 2 modest Blizzards from Vanillix after Rocks and Hail, but I don't live if it's Specs. Just again, if it's just modest. That's my spread there. Next is Clefable. This is Unaware Clefable, which is maybe tough. I don't think Wheezing brings Toxic Spikes, but Ferrothorn could definitely be Spikes. So I definitely want to make sure that Torn gets a taunt off to prevent any spikes as long as possible in this game, to where a point I can like get to a pretty healthy HP and then maybe set up Calm Minds. I feel like Ferrothorn has to watch out in general of Clefable being Fire Blast. So you're either Akka or like very special defensive, or you just switch out your Ferrothorn, at least initially, which is definitely to my advantage here. It's probably going to be like a special defensive Wheezing to take on Clefable, but that's fine. Honestly, if I set up enough Calm Minds, I could just beat Wheezing anyway. I can't really beat the Ferrothorn, and I can't really beat like Golurk still does too much damage to me for it to be worth, but everything else I could just potentially beat with this set. If it's like a physical Mew with Gunk Shot, that would probably beat me as well. Or like Banded Urshifu could probably revenge kill me. A special defense allows me to live 2 Fire Blasts after Rocks and Hail from max special attack Volcarona. So that's just like the baseline there that I wanted to go for. I could have gone for Boots, but if I want to try to set up Sweep, it's just easier to gain that residual leftovers recovery, and I really, again, assume that Torn is going to just prevent Rocks or Spikes coming up as long as possible throughout this game. Either that or I put enough pressure on the team where they can't really set up hazards, or they die doing so. So Calm Mind will allow me to beat both Mew sets and Volcarona sets. And Mox, so shoutouts to Vepsis and Nolly. They provided Mox this week, as well as the rest of the front office for general support. I've noticed that like a Volcarona, like sub Volcarona or Volcarona with Safeguard could be pretty problematic to Clefable. I can't really beat it. I had Toxic over Calm Mind, but if you're Safeguard or sub, I can't really beat that set. I could beat it with sub, but I can't beat Volcarona if it's Safeguard. So I definitely do want Calm Mind. I'll just be able to set up with the Volcarona, and because I'm unaware, I don't really care about the special attack or special defense boost that it's going to have. So I will be able to beat that one-on-one, unless it gets crits or something. Mew, if it's stored power, it's a little bit annoying, especially if it's like stored power weakness policy. But then again, it doesn't have the special attack boost. So even if it gets like a weakness policy boost plus a Calm Mind, so that's +4, +8, so that's a base 160 special attack coming from Mew. That could be pretty strong, but you're probably not going to be that highly special attack invested. And I have enough special defense where I probably should be able to beat that one-on-one. Especially even though it's going to set up Calm Minds and get slightly more powerful stored powers, I'll be able to also set up Calm Minds, so that'll more than negate that damage. So I think I'm okay with this set against a lot of things in the team. Like Wheezing and Ferrothorn beat me, but I have other things that beat those mons. But this is, I felt like, the most reliable way to take on Volcarona plus Mew. And I have Heal Bell in case if they have a status, I can just remove it. Next is Hydragon. This is my Golurk answer. So Banded Golurk just claims a kill. Like Poltergeist plus Earthquake. I did consider like putting a no-item Pokemon on the team to take on Poltergeist, but I think Hydragon is fine, honestly, because even if it goes for like a banded fighting move, well, first I'll know it's banded. I'm always switching a Hydragon and Golurk, unless I'm like able to OHKO with what's out in front of me. So like that would really happen with this team. I have nothing that would kill Golurk in one hit on this team currently. But Hydragon takes fighting move pretty reliably, like close combat or dynamic punch. I'll take it with the Chople Berry, even if it's banded, if I'm at full HP, which I should be at full HP, because Hydragon shouldn't be coming in unless if it's clicking U-turn and claiming a kill, or switching into Golurk. Dark Pulse will do a lot of damage. If it's not banded based on the damage it does to me initially, then I can U-turn out, predict it to go for whatever type of move, or even just stay and go for 2 Dark Pulses. It could be AV. It could be Colbur Berry to take on Hydragon as well. There's definitely options there for the Golurk, but Band would probably be the most scary. And if it's like takes out my Chople Berry later on, I could also use Hydragon to take on Poltergeists, which is a pretty cool combination there. U-turn for momentum, Roost to stay a little healthy. Fire Blast. I had Draco or Fire Blast on this. This also could take a Choice Scarf close combat from Urshifu, but I have other things that take on Urshifu better than this Hydragon. So I wanted a more consistent damage against like a Weezing, which is a pretty good switch into Hydragon, or to like kill Ferrothorn, do a little bit more damage to Vanillix. Like Fire Blast probably kills max HP Vanillix after rocks, where Draco wouldn't. So like those niche instances are pretty nice. It does have a little bit of a better chance to miss, which is unfortunate, but we're not going to miss, so we're fine. Mienshao, pretty straightforward set. Maybe I'll change this to Rock Slide. I'll have to see the... I guess I'll pull it up right now. Just to make sure that Mienshao would kill with Rock Slide to max HP Volcarona. So level 50, Stone Edge, obliterates, Rock Slide. Also obliterates. Let's see if it's max HP, max defensive. It wouldn't kill, but it would bring it pretty close. I'll debate about Rock Slide versus Stone Edge on this spot, because I think Stone Edge is really only for the Volcarona. I hit Noivern too. I guess we're live figuring this out here. Noivern, how much damage do I do to it? It's probably going to be close to max special attack speed, to add speed to Tornadus. So Stone Edge would kill after rocks. If I'm able to get a knockoff or something, Rock Slide does a lot less. So I'm probably going to run Stone Edge anyway on this, and just hope I land the 80% chance to kill the Volcarona. So we won't worry about that. I outspeed base 100, so I also revenge kill Mew if it goes for a Dragon Dance or something. Do have to watch out about weakness policy, but Clefable should take on most sets okay. And I would add speed to +1 anyway, so I could like U-turn multiple times, worst case. Knock off to get rid of items and do decent damage to Golurk if it comes down to it. In close combat, we'll do decent damage to the Ferrothorn. Probably not kill, but do a lot. Knock off can also remove like Weezing's item, but Weezing is a pretty good answer in Mienshao, but it is what it is. And last Pokemon is Quillfish. This is my Urshifu answer. The HP defense allows me to live 2 banded Thunder Punches, I believe. And the speed allows me to outspeed Adamant Golurk. If it's Jolly Golurk, then I don't outspeed. But I feel like you're probably just run Adamant and run as much damage as possible. The rest in Spadef gives me a very small chance to die to 2 Blizzards from Vanillix. So like I usually live 2 Blizzards from Vanillix, which is nice. Again, if it's modest, not Specs. If it's Specs, then 2 Blizzards kill me, which is just pathetic about how weak Quillfish is on the special defensive side, but also shows how strong Vanillix is. Toxic, if I want to get like Hazard or on like Mew. If it's like an annoying set, then I can get a Toxic on it, which would be nice. Spikes, I feel like I could potentially Spike stack. It forces a Defog. Scald to I think I took a KO Golurk, and it does decent damage to Weezing, and then Pain Split. Also, I could burn like a Ferrothorn if we want to exchange Hazards or such, and then Pain Split to recover HP. So yeah, it's my team. Let's get right into the game. Okay, here we are for a week 1 battle against Jack. So he has a, as you can see the 6 below, I know what they're going to be. Vanillix is pretty scary because I don't really have a lot I have nothing that's switches into 2 Blizzards. I was saying that my plan was always going to be leading with Torn and going for Taunt turn 1 on like a Ferrothorn. I think a better approach is to actually lead with the Slowking, because if he leads with the Vanillix, I could at least get a pretty decent hit on it, and then honestly figure out what I'm going to sack at that point. If he leads with the Golurk, then I can go into my answer, which is Hydragon. Chople Berry Hydragon, and I should be okay. Yeah, Torn looks good. I have to figure out what the Scarfer is, and I imagine it's either going to be Urshifu or the Vanillix. If Vanillix is the Scarfer, then I'm significantly more comfortable with this matchup. But if it specs, definitely annoying. Well, let me just gauge how much my Slowking does to Vanillix. If it's like max HP, I'm doing like about 2/3 damage to it, which would be nice, and that's assuming that I hit Fire Blast, because I could definitely miss. Yeah, it's just crazy. Modest. Choice specs. Blizzard does 55 to 65 to my Galar Slowking. What about like Timid? I get to a KO'd. Minimum percent is 50%, so with Hail that'll make it to a KO, so that's not great. But I really wanted recovery on the Slowking just in case if it's neutralizing gas wheezing and just weakens me down a lot. Okay, so this is good that the Vanillix is the lead. I'm probably sacking something to it if it specs, but at least I can get a pretty big hit off, so I'm okay with this. And he might not want to stay in because I might be able to 2 KO and he might not be able to 2 KO me back depending on my spread. I could be AV with this. So yeah, I'm going to go for Fire Blast, see how much damage I'm going to do. If it's like max HP, I'm doing 65 to 75%. And I could imagine him being pretty slow invested speed from my team. Either that or Scarf, or it could probably be both. Bulky and Scarf. That could probably be a decent bring, just outspeed the Tornadus or something. He's going to switch out. What's going to really take this hit? Golurk. Okay. I would be fine getting damage on this. That does nothing. That's probably Assault Vest. Level 50. That's like max HP Assault Vest. Yeah. I'm gonna go into my answer, which is Hydragon. I do want to make sure that I have timer, obviously, for this. I won't kill with Dark Pulse. So I'll U-turn out once I get the Hydragon in. Dark Pulse isn't honestly that bad of a play. I guess it invites Wheezing in. Let's see. Is he gonna go for the fighting move right away? Heavy Slam. Okay. 167, so that's 41 damage. 41 damage, yeah, that's Adamant. I'm gonna go for... Honestly, Dark Pulse isn't that bad of a play. The Wheezing can come in. No, I'm gonna U-turn and go predict the fighting move to come out. He might stay in. I don't imagine you would let this Golurk take significant damage. I mean, if you're really scared about the Hydragon, then it's not the worst play to, like, kill me off. But he's gonna switch out. I could also be, like, Life Orb and kill. But he wouldn't know that, so I will get momentum on this Wheezing. Neutralizing gas. That does about 3. Yeah, nothing. So... Probably physically, it's really hard to tell if it's physically defensive or not. I'm gonna go into the Slowking. I guess Golurk could be a switch in here. Especially like going for a Psychic or something. I'm gonna go for a Future Sight. I'm not too worried about this Slowking, or obviously not worried about this Wheezing staying in. He's going to switch into Golurk, but I should take a fighting move with my Hydragon. He's probably going to go into Golurk here. Wagwan. That is the Mew. Okay, sure. Future Sight is off. So in 2 turns, I'll be doing some damage to this. So gonna go for an Earthquake or something. I can't really risk much. I'm gonna go into Tornadus. There shouldn't be any move that kills. Clefable could also have been a fine play. I'll figure out if he's like physical with Gunk Shot or something. Mew, it could be literally anything. I can also go for a taunt. Knockoff, okay. 186, so that's 44 damage. 44 damage. It looks like it's no special attack. Or no attack. Obviously, no special attack. Well, I can't tell. No attack, Mew. Could go. Really not sure what he's gonna go for here. I guess I'll go for a taunt. Air Slash would be nice to catch the Galar coming in, if that is the play. I'll taunt this though. Shouldn't be able to kill me with any move, especially because it's not like Stone Edge or anything. No spikes. Okay, great. Takes a Future Sight. So I'm doing about 25% to it. Torn to, or I guess it's Slowking to Mew. Okay, so it looks like it's max HP Mew, maybe max speed. I think I'm fine going for an Air Slash to get more damage onto the Golurk. So let's go for that. Nasty Plot could have also been a play. Okay, that does like 20%. Tornadus to Mew. So maybe more special defensive. I think I should have been doing a little bit more damage than what I did. Not quite sure. It's like not that much of a damage roll difference anyway. Vanillix comes out. Time to sack something. Or maybe not, but I'm assuming I am. We go into Slowking to see if I can live 2 hits. I don't think I'm gonna sack the Slowking off. I could honestly sack off the Clefable at this point. It's really not doing much for me. Blizzard, we'll see if it specs or not. 186, it specs. 186 down to 72. 114 damage. Vanillix. Choice specs. Level 50. 114 damage from Blizzard. It's modest. Okay. So yeah, I can sack off the Fable to this. Honestly, I could probably go into Mienshao and go for knockoff. No, because he'll still kill anyway. Maybe I'll be faster. No way I'm faster. So, yep, there goes down Clefable. Yep. This mon is definitely going to be annoying. Hydragon could do pretty massive damage, but not kill. Though it is AV, it is AV Golurk, so maybe it's not the biggest deal. Yeah, Hydragon would do a lot of damage, though I wouldn't kill. Slowking doesn't really help the cause. Mienshao would kill with close combat, but the Golurk could come in. But am I fine with that? Maybe I am fine with that. Actually, the Wheezing probably comes out. We'll go into Hydragon and go for a Fire Blast. We will die if he stays in. But I'll get a pretty big hit off to where like anything should be able to revenge kill, even like the Tornadus. Now this would be pretty bad if I miss my Fire Blast. I'd be pretty far behind, but I'm pretty okay with this situation otherwise. But yeah, Specs Vanillix was definitely like worst case scenario. I wasn't sure. I thought Volcarona was a little bit more threatening than the Vanillix, like, so I prepped not as much for Specs Vanillix, but I knew it was definitely a threat if it was a brink. And my Clefable was mainly there to handle the Volcarona and like a setup Mew, and it doesn't look like it's a setup Mew. It might be a setup Urshifu, so that's just something I gotta watch out for. I imagine this is probably special defensive. Okay, maybe not. We did like 50% to the wheezing. But I obviously can't risk that. Yeah, it's not in my favor to kill if he's like physically defensive. So we'll go into Slowking here. Recover up some HP. Shouldn't be doing much to me. And if Vanillix comes out, I should take a hit. Like if he wants to be aggressive. I guess I could be Earth Power and kill this, so we might switch out. Play rough. Okay, that's cool. 134. That's actually pretty decent damage. I do have like no physical bulk. Play rough. Yeah, so it's like not minus. Actually, it's a little bit of attack. I think I could go for Future Sight here. That's fine. You're probably switching out, so I should get Regenerator back. Okay, Shadow Ball. I'll do decent damage. Maybe I should have recovered there. 111. Oh, that's not doing much at all. Don't get a Spadef drop. So that's 44 damage from Shadow Ball. 44, so it looks like it's no special attack investment. 72 is the max roll, so I think I'm still fine to go for a slack off here. But Vanillix might be... No, I don't think Vanillix kills me. Wagwan. Mew comes out, okay. So you're setting up spikes, or you're slacking off. I probably want to Sludge Bomb this. It might be in range of killing with Sludge Bomb plus Future Sight. Getting a spike up would be annoying. Not the worst thing in the world, I suppose. But I don't have any hazard control, so definitely annoying. And also surprising that the Ferrothorn hasn't come out. Okay. That would be really nice if I kill here. Of course. Roost would be bad. I have to go for Sludge Bomb just to, yeah, that's really annoying. That's a crit. Oh, that just did significantly more damage. I don't think that Golurk's in range of a +2 Shadow Ball, or Air Slash. Sludge Bomb is probably fine, especially if I get a Poison on it. And then I might be able to set up another Spike, but it should be not doing a ton. Because Roost would probably do as much damage as that with the Poison. I don't get it though. Probably gonna Roost again. Because if he goes for like a Spike and I Sludge Bomb and Poison, I should kill. It's Roost, Spikes, U-turn. I forget there was another move. Can I write that down? No. I definitely did less damage. No Poison again. Definitely annoying. I guess I'm gonna let him get up 3 layers of spikes. Oh, knockoff. Okay. 186. Okay. That's pretty decent damage. 50%.
Yeah, that's right. I think he showed knockoff. Yeah, he showed knockoff before with the... Oh, this is actually not great if he goes into a wheezing here. At least a Mew is lower. It's gotta be Scarf Urshifu. Oh, okay, Galar comes out. Not the worst thing. It might be in range of +2. If I get a poison here. No poison again. Annoying. Hydragon to switch in. Probably is in range of a Dark Pulse. I don't know if Weezing's in range of a Fire Blast plus Dark Pulse. Stone Edge? Okay. 116. Down to 48. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Dark Pulse here. I know he's AV. I have a chance to flinch. Is that a crit? Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. I guess. But it would have been nice to get poisoned earlier on the Mew, but I do kill that Golurk, so that's something that's a pretty big threat out of the way. I had Speed of Vanillix. I'm sure Urshifu is Scarfed, which is also going to be pretty annoying. I do have Scarf Mienshao in the back. Also, fighting coverage is a little bit better, and still not great, but it's something. It's just, Mienshao is just a U-turn bot in this game, which I knew, but that's fine. Ferrothorn comes out. I think I would like to get a Roost off here. Rocks could come out, which would be annoying. We can see how much this is doing. I don't think Ferrothorn should kill with it. Maybe if it's banded. Lead Seed. Okay. Could protect here. I'm gonna Fire Blast. Outside of, I guess, Urshifu, nothing wants to take Fire Blast into whatever move I go for afterwards. Like Fire Blast plus Dark Pulse, Mew doesn't want to take. And the Mew doesn't have coverage for the Hydragon, which is nice. I should to a KO. It's whether I go for it or not. Yeah, I'm doing 50%. Good that I changed Draco to Fire Blast on this set. Fire Blast should kill. This is pretty risky, but I'll be in a nice position if I land this. Vanillix still comes out, but if I get a hit on it, then I like my odds a lot more in this game. So, Leech. I miss. Oh, Pain Split. Okay. Well, I'm alive. Staying alive. That's annoying. Definitely not my luck this game. I'll U-turn out here. I don't think this was Rocky Helmet. Thera could be coming out, actually. Wagwan. Okay. Okay, this is actually fine. I don't think I kill. It's like max HP, I imagine. Okay. %5 chance to miss with Torn. I don't really care either. I think I just go for a nasty plot. Like, if this gets a Roost up, don't care. It's a U-turn knockoff, spikes, Roost. Probably force out the Urshifu. And I should kill a +2 air slash on it. Yeah, I'm actually pretty okay with this position. Roost? Fine. Nasty plot again. Let's get up to +4 and see what your response is going to be. So I don't think he has much response. Urshifu isn't going to kill me. Unless, like, I guess, how much is Thunder Punch? At this point, I'm going to go for the air slash on the Mew. Urshifu. Why is it not showing 3 hits? 45 times 5. I guess if it's adamant, Scarf. Oh, that's funny. Come on, game. Really? Do we really got to do this? This is very frustrating. Because now I'm in range of Scarf Urshifu killing me with Surging Strikes. I don't think I was before that. Maybe like Max Roll's Adamant might have been able to pick me off. Vanillix comes out. This is Specs. And I'm at +4. Yeah, I kill with Heat Wave. Now, I mean, if I miss with Heat Wave, c'est la vie. Did I miss? Okay, good. He might have also just gotten upheld to make sure that that this mon was in range of Urshifu. Surprised he didn't go out to that initially. Ferrothorn comes out. I mean, yeah, I kill with Heat Wave. And that's if he's Akka. Akka. It depends on, is he leftovers? He is leftovers. Okay, yeah, I kill with Heat Wave. +4 had a low chance to kill with Heat Wave if he was max as special defensive. This must be... Is this Bandit Urshifu then? And he's just trying to get me in range of Aqua Jet? It depends how risky I want to go at this. Do I lose the game if he Scarf Urshifu? Hydragon's a little bit healthy. He's really thinking this over. Okay, I hit and kill this. Level 50, Aqua Jet, Adamant. Is he gonna bring in? I'm very confused by this. I feel like I just have to... Okay, Aqua Jet does not kill me. I feel like there's no reason why he wouldn't have gone into this earlier. Okay, yeah, Aqua Jet. Not gonna kill. Okay, alright, this is good. Oh boy, I feel like... Man, I felt like I was like... just very unlucky this entire game to maybe pulling this out. I mean, it looks very likely that I'm going to pull this out. Honestly, it might be a little annoying if I miss this air slash. I probably win, but I think Quillfish would also just 1v1 this for the most part. I can't really switch on anyway because of neutralizing gas, and I'm gonna miss. That's funny. Hail stops. I think I go into this, recover a bunch, don't get critted. Shadow Ball is going to be annoying. I shouldn't die to a hit. I'm going to slack off, go for Future Sight, and hopefully win this. This has been so annoying of a game. 44 damage, no Spadef drop, great. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like 5-0. I guess I can't really complain if I'm gonna get a 4-0. It seems like pretty decent position to do so, but yeah, there's just a lot of unfortunate things happened. Or like I was banking on Sludge Bomb poisons and they didn't happen. That was annoying. No Spadef drop. I will recover up here. Slowking. Let me double check. I'm slacking off here. Yeah, I'm not losing the time or anything. Future Sight, yeah, minimally does 95% to max Spadef Slowking. So I can just slack off and get the 4-0 win. Boy, that was a lot of stuff went down. But yeah, I guess the Urshifu wasn't scarfed, which seemed weird. I thought you would have had something that would have been better to take on, like Tornadus. I guess he wasn't expecting a Nasty Plot, and that was pretty well. Yeah, Nasty Plot Torn is just so much fun. Especially with Air Slash, because I don't miss with Air Slash, right? No, I missed 2 times. 2 times with Air Slash. It's just funny. Whatever. And this should die. Don't see any world where it lives. Okay, good. So we start off this very competitive league, and shout outs to Jack. If I was a little frustrated, so my apologies about that, but we were able to get this 4-0 win. Pretty happy about that. But we'll see how week 2 goes. Make sure you go check out Jack's channel down below, and make sure you check out all the coaches. Everyone's description will be below. But yeah, until next time, later guys.